Sonali, how did I go from this to this? How did I go from this to this, Sonali?
Go from this to this.
If you have heard this song before, you know where I'm going with this. I went from weighing 75 kgs to 52 kgs in just 2 years. But what's important to this story is not what happened in those 2 years, instead, what happened in the preceding 8 years. I was a normal looking kid. I wasn't, too fat or too skinny. I was not into sports or any kind of fitness. I mean, who is during their teens, right? But when I entered class 11th, I started putting on some weight. I'll blame the studies now, but back then I wouldn't have dared. It did not bother me or my family because I was getting A level scores, and that was the only motivation to survive. Not fitness and definitely not fashion, as you can see, but just good scores, like in any other typical Indian family. I remember one day my mom's friend was home and I greeted her and she looked at me top to bottom and just smiled. I later overheard asking my mom, "Oh, what happened to her? Are you not taking care of her food? She's just blowing up." Well, it did not bother me. My mom took care of her and replied, "Well, now she's getting a little bit healthy." And then thankfully, I never saw that woman again in my house. In 2013, I got admission to my dream college. I started living my life. I ate what I wanted, I ate when I wanted during those entire 3 years. And naturally, I became a little bit healthier. I had great friends. I was a part of a group with two other girls, and they were pretty skinny. So I was always referred to as, the fat one or not so pretty one by the outsiders. But that didn't bother me. My friends were always by my side. I knew what I was capable of, and that gave me the confidence to ignore the rest. By the time college ended, I was soon to start working for a company. I started earning, I was living the corporate life now, and I relocated myself closer to where my office was. So my mom was no longer controlling my healthy lifestyle. I was in charge of that. So in addition to I ate what I wanted and when I wanted, I also ate how much ever I wanted and from wherever I wanted. So in the words of my mom's friend, I now was actually started to blowing up. My clothes didn't fit me anymore. But that didn't matter, or that did bother me. I would end up buying new clothes and keep the old ones, just in case I get back in shape one day. Then, because I used to love traveling, I would have all these great travel goals for myself, like attending Rio Carnival Festival, watching Caribbean sunset, cycling in Amsterdam, and hiking up to Machu Picchu. Fortunately, the last one happened sooner than I expected in 2018. Machu Picchu is located in South America and is named one of the newest seven wonders of the world. It is amazing. I would see its photos and my eyes would scream. So when that plan started working out, I knew I wanted to hike up there. Me and my friends planned for a small but not an easy hike, which was supposed to last for about an hour. On the main day, I was all warmed up and packed and super excited for the hike. It started off well, but it hit me after 15 minutes that I cannot go any further. I was just not in the shape to do something like this. I mean, it wasn't impossible, but it would take me much, much longer to complete it. And it sure did. After 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours, we reached the top. I was so exhausted that all I wanted to do was go back home and sleep. I didn't care about the view or where I am or, woohoo, I finally made it moment. No, it finally bothered me that something that I've been longing to experience for so long was destroyed because I spent more time on my hike. I would stop after every 5 minutes, rest for some time, have energy drinks, and then get intimidated of all these other tourists who were passing by us seamlessly. And that was all the motivation I needed. 2018, my fitness journey began. I didn't care about my weight. I just wanted to be the true sense and the true meaning of what healthy actually means. And sure, the numbers followed. I went from weighing 75 kgs to 52 kgs in just 2 years. I was not becoming weaker, but instead getting stronger, both mentally and physically. Now, I'm not here to share my diet plan or workout routine. I am here to share my story with the hope that at least one of you would take this as the motivation you needed to start your journey. So, let's get to the meaty part of it. What might work for you? First, you have to start now, not tomorrow, not next week. And it's never too late to start, I get it. But now is always a great time to do it. Number two, start with doing what you love. Be it dance, yoga, running, sports, whatever it is that you can do. And once you get comfortable, mix it all up. Number three, have a buddy, a friend, your partner, your parent, anyone who can just show up to support you in this journey of yours. Four, know what you eat. Of course, don't go wild on tracking your calories, but curve down on your sugar and junk intake. We all know that. But it's harder for us to resist, which is most likely the case. Then start by exercising first, and then your body will automatically say no. Fifth, drink a lot of water. Most of the time, you're just thirsty and then end up binge eating. And water, not alcohol, not soft drinks, but water will do the trick. Most importantly, very important, be consistent. Don't follow this for a day and expect to get six pack abs. Until unless it becomes a part of your everyday routine and lifestyle, you will not be able to feel the results. And I'm saying feel because that is greater than seeing results. If you start by thinking that your goal is to lose 10 kgs of weight or get into the dress of yours, you're already setting yourself for failure. Start because it's more than just a number game. Start because you have to respect your body. Start because you need to stay fit for your future self. Start because you can and start it right now. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmasters.